Members of Operation Dudula are in Pretoria today, just barely a few hours or a day after their leader, Nhlanhla Dlamini, was released on bail. They're expected to visit various areas in the city. And for more on this, let's cross now to eNCA's Lindo Kuhle-Kulu. Lindo, thanks so much for being there on Operation Dudula duty for us. Mr. Nhlanhla Dlamini was granted bail yesterday, and he's back out on the streets. What's actually happening there in Pretoria?
Well, it's from the courts to the streets for Operation Dudula members, leaders as well as supporters. They are back to normal programming after they had some hiccups in terms of their operations and their activities. I mean, some of the activities that we will be seeing today, where they go and take to local businesses to actually demand for South Africans to be prioritized when it comes to employment. Those programs are going to continue today, but they were halted before. You talk about the fact that they wanted to go to KwaZulu-Natal in Durban to open up branches. That didn't happen. In fact, it was cancelled, or rather postponed, because of what they were facing in terms of the challenges of having one of their leaders behind bars. But what you are seeing now is almost an act of resilience and defiance to some of the people they've been referring to as their detractors. They are saying that their challenges that they've been facing, particularly this weekend, are in fact politically motivated. But today they have told us that since that is sorted out, since their leader Nhlanhla Dlamini is out, they can now continue with these and hitting the ground running. You can see that they are gathered here at Rose Lane in Pretoria, and we understand they'll be going to companies such as BMW, Nissan, as well as Coke, to actually demand employment of South Africans, the prioritization of South Africans when it comes to employment opportunities before they can hire foreign nationals. So that is exactly what is happening right now. They were supposed to have already taken off, but I can tell you that that has since been stopped by the fact that they're waiting for their leaders. But the message from Operation Dudula, particularly to people they've labeled as their detractors, is to say whatever challenges they are facing, at the end of the day, they'll keep on coming back and they'll grow and they'll continue to carry out their operations, which they believe are important in making sure that South Africans are included in economic opportunities as well as employment opportunities.
Lindo, when they're gathering and they're going door to door or shop to shop, is there a sense of aggression, or is it fairly moderate and sort of reasonable in some sort of negotiation process, or do you get a sense of anger and a sort of energy of aggression on the ground?
Well, there's certainly a lot of energy, Anika, when it comes to the demonstrations by Operation Dudula members, but I would shy away from actually describing how it looks like. But one of the things that they've been labeled as vigilantes, they've been labeled as xenophobic in their approach in the past. We've obviously spoken to leaders about this, but one thing I can tell you, they've always responded in saying that they do nothing outside of the confines of the law, and in fact, they always have a police escort when they do their operations. Today's operation, for instance, they will be going to one company after another. I've mentioned BMW, Coke, as well as Nissan, to demand for employment. But I can tell you that there is a heavy police presence around them that is going to be escorting them. There has been a notice that has been given to some of the businesses as well as people here that are using some of these roads to say that they are going to be affected because of this. So theirs has always been to say that whatever they are called, whatever allegations are put against them, they are always confident that they are on the right side of the law, because their operations include law enforcement always.
All right, thanks so much, Lindo, there in Pretoria with Operation Dudula back on the streets.